Hello guys, welcome back to another review on Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today I have a really cool automatic watch from AV-8. They are a brand of Dartmouth, so the same company as Spinnaker and such. Most of you guys are pretty familiar with them. I've been reviewing some of their watches for a while now, and I think they're a pretty cool brand. Mostly, obviously, pilot-inspired watches, mostly from the UK during World War II and World War I and such. Now today I have the Hawker Harrier 4047. It's not a brand new model, but it's a model that they did pretty good with, and I actually like it. It's a pretty cool watch. It's automatic. It's well built, I think. And let me get out of the box. But first, let's see what's on my wrist today. Today I am wearing the Oceanica SeaHorse, as you can see here. This is an automatic compressor style dive watch at 200 meters. And just a really cool watch, especially on the bracelet. Really nice fit. This one is live on Kickstarter with 7 days left. I believe they sold out all their early birds, so I believe it's 215 now with a free NATO strap and a free Tropic rubber strap, and that is shipped worldwide. Pretty cool watch. Definitely check them out. Let's get back to the AV-8. So here is the watch right in front of your eyes, and you can probably tell by now it's quite a unique watch. It's a very unique way to tell time. Obviously you see the airplane inspiration here of the Hawker Harrier 2. And it's just a really cool automatic watch. It's definitely a unique one, something that you're not going to see every day when you're walking around in the street. Let me get it off this pad and let's get into the review. You also do get a polishing cloth and a warranty booklet with your purchase. Now you can use the code WATCHADDICT or WA20 to save, I believe you can save 20 or 30% on these watches using code WATCHADDICT. And let's get into the review. Now the 4047 comes in a few different variations. You can view all that on their website. But this is the 4047-01. It's a solid 316L stainless steel watch, as you can probably tell by now. It has some nice curves on the lugs. It is slightly polished over here, which is really nice. That contrast is really nice. Now this watch is 45 millimeters, so it is a little bigger. It's a, aviation styled watch. Pretty typical that they're usually bigger. In terms of actual lug to lug width, which is from here to here, we're looking at about 52 millimeters. In terms of the actual case thickness, including the crystal, we are looking at about 14 millimeters. It's really not that big. For some reason, it doesn't really wear that big. It just has kind of a big face to be able to read that time. Now, the movement inside is a automatic Miyota. I believe it's an 8 series Miyota. And, it has 21 jewels hand winds, and it does not hack. Although some of the newer Miyota 8 series do hack. This one does not hack. It has a sapphire crystal, so that's good. A lot of their watches don't use sapphire crystals, but this one does use sapphire crystal, which is always good to know. It has an exhibition case back, 22 millimeter lug widths here, and it has a really interesting dial. Let me get in a little closer here so you can really see it. So you have some nice orientation with that bright red double arrow at the 12 o'clock index over there. Now you might notice when I'm going to wind this right now so we can get some power here. You can see this ring start rotating. That is your seconds. So you have 0 through 60 going on over there. Now I'm going to pull it out one position, and this is a nothing position. Now I'm going to set the time to 3 o'clock. Alright, we'll set it to 3 o'clock. So I'm going to go to the 3, and then my minutes are down right above the Hawker Harrier 2. As you can see, I'm putting it at 0 right now. That is 3 o'clock. And that's pretty much it. It's really easy to read. So you read your seconds here, your minutes down here, and your hours up top. It's really cool. As you can see, there's the airplane. If you didn't notice, and a pointer on the tip of the back wing of the airplane pointing at the seconds. I think that's pretty cool. It's very well done. The case also is very well finished. As you can see there, nice cuts on the lugs. The crown is signed with the AV-8 logo, which is very nice and neat, as you can see on a macro level right now. And the strap, let me unbuckle this. We can take a look at the case back. The case back is pretty cool also. Let me just get this off here. Okay, now we have a screw down case back with some specifications, a custom rotor. This watch is dubbed the Pegasus Concept, if you wanted to know that. It does have AV-8 printed on the back side of the crystal, which is something that they typically do. It does state sapphire crystal, all stainless steel, Hawker Harrier 2, water resistant 50 meters, and the case back is screwed down. It's very neat. As you can see, you get a glimpse of the movement, the balance wheel going off right there. Not the most glorious, beautiful movement, but it is nice to be able to get a glimpse of the movement, if some people do like that. So yeah, the strap itself, let's get into that. So the strap itself is a genuine leather strap. It is stated genuine leather. It's a pretty nice strap, and if you ever owned an AV-8 timepiece, you'd probably know that most of their straps are very good quality. We get the cross stitching going on over here. We get some end stitching, 2 keepers. One is stationary and one is floating. We get the typical AV-8 brushed buckle, which is pretty thin. I do like their buckles. They fit nice and curve on the wrist good. And on the side, we have a nice orange color. I think that's pretty nice, especially with the white dial here. So yeah, nonetheless, it's a pretty cool, pretty unique watch. Something that is not a homage of anything, and definitely an original design by AV-8. Now there will be no loom shot today, as there is no loom on this watch. I don't know how they could have even put loom on this watch, but there is no loom on this watch, in case you wanted to know that. Right now I'm going to go ahead and throw this watch on my 6.5-inch wrist, show you exactly what it looks like. There she is planted on my 6.5-inch wrist, straight out of the box. The strap is broken in already, although it is, a thick and supple strap, it is broken in already. You definitely get some good wrist presence. I think that's definitely needed, especially to have all the orientation on this dial legible at a quick glance. Definitely needed a bigger dial, like 45mm, as this timepiece is. As you can see, lug to lug, my 6.5-inch wrist, it's really not that big. But it feels good on the wrist, it has some nice heft to it. It feels like a solid watch. You can see some of the finishing there on this case. On the brushed bezel, it's brushed on the top, but it is polished on the sides to match that polishing on the lugs, which I thought was a nice little detail there. So yeah, I think it looks good on my wrist. So this will conclude the review of the AV-8 4047 Pegasus Concept Hawker Harrier 2. I think AV-8's a really interesting brand. They have a lot of watches coming out, all the time with different concepts from World War II, different fighter planes. Just a really cool brand, especially if you're from the UK. It probably means more to you with the RAF and such. But I think it's a pretty cool watch. I think they designed it well. I think the case is cut nicely. The movement's a decent, reliable movement. It's not going to fail you. You get a nice strap. I believe the retail price is £350. But with the discount code to save 20 or 30%, you're going to knock a lot of money off of that with code WatchAddict. And that is on any AV-8 timepiece. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, definitely throw me a like if you enjoyed this video. You can always subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can find me at WatchAddict Channel on Instagram. You can also read my blog at www.watchaddictchannel.com. I hope to see you guys real soon. We have a lot of interesting content coming up for the holiday season, and also a giveaway coming up. So definitely subscribe now, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.